Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of Doing the Most, which is the Premier League transfer show. Big up to everyone who just joined from the raid, who was on the United, watching the United podcast episode. Big up to all the new people who have just landed as well. Make sure you bump up the likes, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back. Let's bump up the likes, people. We're at 15 likes. Let's get it up to 20 likes. Please share across all the socials as well, man. Make sure you do that. You can retweet and like from my Twitter at That's Me Flawless. And same on the Instagram, share from the Instagram and at Sarcasm City TV on all socials as well. Ahmed is in the building. Jez is in the building also as well. Everybody in the chat, get your comments and questions in regards to any confirmed transfers, any transfers, rumors, etc., etc. And if you do indeed super chat, myself, Ahmed, and Jez will get to any questions that you lot do indeed have. But first and foremost, Ahmed, what are you telling me? You good? Yo, you on mute, fam?
I'm doing all good, you know what I mean? The usual sensational everything, man. Big ups, man, big ups. You sound a bit...
Yeah?
Yeah, you sound better now. Lovely.
Who? Me?
Yeah, you sound a bit... When you're drinking water, I was assuming that's why.
Oh, see, I thought my mic was... I thought it had shifted to the camera mic. That's all it was. Yeah. I'm just sipping on some water, that's all. Well, yeah, Jez will be here with us shortly, people. Let me see what you lot are saying in the chat. There he is. Yes, Jez, what are you saying? You good?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. I hope you guys been good as well.
Yeah, complete side note because of what we were talking about. So I'm guessing you call it plantain, yeah?
Yeah, plantain, yeah.
Okay, well, so yeah, it's definitely an African to Caribbean thing, man, 100%.
Yeah,
I was just asking our interest. Do you eat it, Ahmed?
This is Somali, yeah, but I don't know if we don't have the... It's not called plantain, it's like a Somali word for it, but...
Yeah, but it's more about the pronunciation because obviously...
Yeah. But it's not called plant... Yeah, it's not Somali, it's not called plantain. It's called like... We probably call it like Mos Adak or something like that. Mos Adak, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, see, okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for those that don't know, that was from the last stream we was discussing that, typical Sarcasm City TV where conversations go west. Big up to Alam says smash the like button and sub to the channel, people. Jesse says, yo, back-to-back streams. You already know. Warrior J says, few more weeks and the Premier League is back. Big up to the panel. I can't wait. I'm genuinely looking forward to the start of the season. Genuinely looking forward to the watch-alongs, watching all the games, talking about all the games, etc. Genuinely. Big up to United Devil. Says, thanks for stream flawless, my Mank brother. Appreciate it. Hey, big up, man. You already know. We out here, man. Manx, you already know. Big up to Shakar in the chat. Says, big up the chat. He says, pay the tax people, like and subscribe. Big up Flawless. Big up to you. Big up Faisal. Warrior J. Jesse says, Sarcasm City tax settings, you already know. Big up Paul T as well. Chelsea Blue in the chat as well. I asked this because I got roasted for saying plantain in the Jamaican shop. Oh, yeah. They gonna roast you for that, 100%. Yeah. They gonna roast you,
but you need to make sure you say what you say beforehand, man. Come on, it's plantain.
Right?
That's how you say. Yeah, come on, man.
They gonna roast you. But you know what, Ahmed? We'll start with you. What transfer, confirmed transfer or transfer rumor do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about your big number 9, Big Rum? What are you saying? What do you want to start with?
Listen, always. Why are you calling the Heat, man? You know what I'm saying?
How is it Heat? Wait. Did the Juventus fans were they not outside the Juventus facility saying we don't want Lukaku? Am I lying?
Listen, yeah, okay, I'm gonna start on Lukaku. Might as well start on the big topic.
Actually, before you go, I just want to say, you know what the hilarious part is? Because you had Contrado, who was beefing with him as well. He's obviously going to Inter. And in the Inter Autos are planning a protest as well.
No, don't plan the protest. I'm meeting him. What I haven't meeted this guy to discuss his
that's the whole thing deciding. I can't I rate it.
These man, Italian ultras, man, they're different, man. I swear to God, bro. The Italian ultras, bro. Oh, there's none like them, man. There's none like them. I have to say that, man. But listen, guys. Romelu Lukaku, man. I've said this before and I'll say this again. All roads lead to Saudi Arabia, you know what I'm saying? It all leads to, the Holy Land, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried too much, man. He is, you know what, yeah? I saw a Coach Akan's tweet, like, I think he did this tweet like 5 hours ago, like it was in the afternoon or something like that, where he was like, Lukaku's trying to get himself blackboard such that he has to play for like a team like Bolton again. like how Anelka played for Bolton. Remember?
Yeah.
He is literally this is one of those black
wages.
ball. He's listen. I said this before. Yeah, if you can't, if afterwards, if the stuff in Italy is true, then bro, he's already blackballed himself from Italian football. He's not
Yes.
technical enough to play in the Spanish football league. The Bundesliga don't have the facilities for that, big man. If you're being honest, even though I do think Bayern have the facilities for that, they are never going to touch this guy. Let's be real. France doesn't have the facilities for that unless you're PSG, and
His
PSG
wages is big,
yeah, PSG don't want him. The Premier League, well, Chelsea don't want him. And after what's happened at Chelsea, you think anyone else is going to pick him up?
True.
No. So really, he's the only thing he's got here. Either he plays for a lower league team in Europe, or he goes for a bag in Saudi. And remember, at the end of the day, this guy has caused his own self-demise. He's caused his own self-demise, bro. That's why, this is why I've always not been so worried about Romelu Lukaku stuff. Because I was like, if the Inter thing doesn't happen, he'll try to go somewhere else for the bag, and then they will not want him. And now he's blacklisted himself everywhere else. What's next for him, bro? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you right. Faz. Jez, your thoughts on it? I know you will have plenty to say on this.
The Lukaku thing,
Yeah, Lukaku, in particular the Juventus fans outside the facilities, in particular.
Oh, I'll be so real, fam. Like Lukaku, I don't know what he's on right now at this moment in time, but like, I don't know what he's actually on. Like, I don't know what he's trying to achieve. Like, I get like Juventus was trying to give you money, but like, I mean, you got literally racially abused by the fans, so I don't think they give a fuck if you. I mean, they're protesting at the medical center for you not to be signed. Like, that's a different level of hate. Like,
that is a different level of hate. They turned up to the medical center,
See, the funny thing is, Lukaku wasn't even supposed to be there. Anything. They still say fuck it. We all lined up at 8 a.m. No other signing to get, because usually they go there to go get autographs and shit like that from when new signings arrive.
Yeah,
nobody was even supposed to be there, and they still turned up at 8 a.m. in the morning.
Bro,
like this is what I'm trying to say. Like, so for me, it's like I don't know. Like, I think eventually, I think if it comes down to, he has to mutually determine his contract with Chelsea, in it, because Chelsea don't want to keep him. You don't want somebody like that around.
Just quickly, bro. Just quickly, Jazz, yeah. His contract value, I think we calculated it. I think it's like 350k a week. It's almost like 50 million, was how much left is in the contract, bro.
Jesus.
Yeah, so see, the thing is, but you don't have to, if you mutually agree to determine a contract, you also agree to not get all the money as well. So it's, for me, it's like, if you really want out of Chelsea, you're willing to just lose some sort of money as well if you really want to out. Like, it's not like a Harry Maguire situation, but like, the guy doesn't probably want to really leave. Maybe he wants to leave, who knows? But he's still fine staying at United. But Lukaku wants out of there. Chelsea wants you out of there as well. Nobody wants you. And I think even in the Premier League, you can't, because even when Aubameyang was exiled by Arteta and he was doing individual training, I think the Premier League even stepped in and was asking, yo, why is this guy not training like with the team? Even if because usually it's fine if you coming back from injuries and stuff like that, but I think there's some regulations in the Premier League rules and stuff like that where like you can't be training individually by yourself for that long. So something, he's definitely not going to be a Chelsea player in my opinion by the end of this window. But it's weird. It's just really weird. It's just really weird.
Huh? Yeah, like I hear you with that. Like, it's just interesting to see where he does indeed end up, because you're burning all bridges. Like you say, like Ahmed said, Chelsea's a no-go. No one in the Premier League's picking you up. The one bridge you had was Italy, and you burned that with Inter Milan to try go Juventus. Their fans are turning up outside of the medical center, and you're not even there to say they don't want you. So forget that. What Spanish team at Real Madrid really going to come in for you? No. Barcelona, no. Who can afford you? That's the issue he has. Like, I'm not sure as to what is going on, what's going through his mind. I don't know. Maybe he does end up in Saudi Arabia. Maybe he does go MLS, but he doesn't seem to want to go there. But they may be.
Eventually, he has to force the because, like, no, you burnt your bridges with Inter. You will only want you if Vlahovic leaves to PSG. So it's like, and even if you leave, let's say Chelsea on a free and your contract are terminated, it's like you're probably not going to get the same money that you were asking for to begin with. So it's, I don't know. I don't know, like this Lukaku situation is just went completely out of hand, and I don't know what he's trying to achieve. I don't know if he's just trying to get the media and shit like that. Like I don't know what he's trying to do, but what he's doing is just really weird. To be honest, very weird.
I don't know what he's on, but
I
yeah.
honestly,
Um,
genuinely, guys, like I don't know what is going through his head personally, because like the stuff that you're doing now is just self-harm in your career. Like you weren't already, like, if we're being honest, Lukaku has never been looked at in a fun light. He throughout his whole career, I'll be honest. Like unless maybe you could say his West Brom day and Everton days, because he was maybe playing for like a lower to mid-table club, so no one was really like trying to hate on the brother, if you know what I mean. But like past that point, like he's not looked at good at Chelsea, not looked good at Man United. If you're being honest, I've not seen United fans say the goodest things about him. Inter Milan
yeah,
fans,
we don't
bro.
have plenty. Yeah,
The Inter Milan fans, when he made these moves to Chelsea, hated him, and now they're gonna hate him even more. Like at Juventus, they were literally racially abusing you like 2 months ago, and now you're twerking for them, and now the fans are that's what I'm saying to
I'm
you.
gonna do
That's
anything for the bag, yo. That's crazy.
Bro,
Innit? Racial
this
abuse,
is-
you're trying to move there.
That's what I'm saying, for all us,
Make
bro.
that
It's
make
like
that make that make
it's such
sense.
it's such a tapped mindset, bro. Like I don't understand. Like they don't want you now. Who's gonna go after you after that? And like the thing is, like the interviews that he does as well, where he's like, yeah, like that right rubbish. He's not helping your cause, bro. And then the stuff you do in the finals, for the Europa League finals, UCL finals, Chelsea Super Cup, you're just adding to like, this bottle John mentality, who's just like an over expensive guy that people seem to, for some reason see something in, when there's talent there, but you can't produce.
Yeah,
Bro,
you
it's
don't
time,
produce.
bro, to head out to Saudi. Openda, bro, you can rise now for Belgium. Move on, man. Simple as that.
It's peak. Hey, large up everyone that's tapped in. Just under 60 of you lot in the building at 23 likes. Let's get up to 40 likes, people. Like check 1212. Like check 1212. When you enter the city of Sarcasm, pay the toll, people, which is the like button. Is tax-free. Hit the like button. Share across all of the socials. Like I said, 40 likes. Let's get up to that and subscribe as well. We're at 7,235. Looking for 5 more subscribers. Get us to 7,240 people. We're looking for 5 more subscribers. Only 5, and there's over 60 of you lot in here. Hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell and check out the upcoming live stream schedule as well. Let's see. And you lot get your questions in regards to in regards to any transfers. Like I said, whether it's confirmed or whether it's rumors, etc. etc. Let's see what else you lot are saying in terms of the chat. Oh yeah, I did see that Wesley Fofana has not traveled due to a knee injury, which is being assessed. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out. Shikar, that's a good question. He says, Ahmed, who will be on number 9 against Liverpool? That's a good question.
One second, can you hear the fan? Can you hear the fan in the background?
Just a little bit, bro. It's just fine. It's all right, bro.
Okay,
you're good. Yeah.
Listen, man, I'm gonna be real. It might be Nico Jackson, it might be Christopher Nkunku, it might be me up front. You never know, man. It might have to be me up front.
It might
no,
be
but
no,
I'm just kidding. But it'll probably be either Nicholas Jackson. If worst comes to worst, probably Nkunku might have to start up front. I don't know, like the Broha thing kind of came as a surprise because he's not going preseason either. He's still injured apparently. So
yeah, because he got the bad injury. Yeah, he did.
He got a bad injury, so apparently he's still recovering from that. But I thought, he was all right to go to preseason, but clearly not. So I don't know if that forces the club to get serious. The situation really is I don't know what's going on with the striker situation. Vlahovic is not on the list. Lautaro Martinez is not on the list. Kolo Muani, I've said this multiple times before.
Yo, just step back. Yo, just mute yourself just a little bit. Yeah, just got a little bit louder. That's all. Yeah, so, go on, carry on.
Well, continuing on, like Kolo Muani, even if that's the rumored one we're trying to go for, he's probably going for 90 million euros, 100 million
That's
euros.
Outrageous, yo.
And then also adding to the fact that he's a very similar play style to Nicholas Jackson. Why are we bringing 2 guys with the similar play styles in our team? We should always have 2 strikers who are slightly different from another, such that we can play 2 different styles of football for the striker if necessary. That's just a score.
One is better than the other, though. Right.
But at the end of the day, if I'm still bringing a guy who plays the same way as the other guy onto the pitch for the second half when I need a goal, is that really solving anything for me? Not really.
It's both. Big up Ryan in the cut. What you saying, little bro? You good?
Yeah, big up, man. Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you guys? You all good?
Oh, bless, oh, bless. We'll go to you, Ryan. What do you want to talk about in regards to the world of transfers? Chat to us. You always got something to get off your chest. The floor is yours.
Has Ahmed finished? I didn't know he'd finished, to be honest.
I think he had. Ahmed, sorry, did I cut you off? I thought he was done.
No, I was just gonna say, like, listen, at the end of the day, we probably find out some more information. I think everything really just hinges on the Caicedo deal being finished, and then we can find out who we're going after. Pretty much.
Legit. That's it. And don't forget as well, subscribe to Ahmed's channel, people. The Bridge 258. The link is in the title. So you click the link in the title, opens up a new tab. You can go subscribe and find all his socials to see all his great content over there. His pre-records, his live streams. Go support. How many subscribers you want now?
261 or like 270
Okay.
if you can.
Road to 300, so we gonna get there expeditiously. So like I said, link is in the title. Click the link, and every live stream as well. The link for his channel is underneath in the description as well as Alam's channel, Toronto Hoop Talks, and Carefree Lewis G as well. But yeah, Ryan, floor's yours. What you want to chat about? I know the saying you want to get off your chest.
Fabinho and Henderson probably going to be gone this week. It's good times. It's good times, man. Honestly, I'm so happy in it because, like, if you'd have told me at the beginning of the window that we'd be selling these two in the summer, I would never have believed you in it. I thought they were both going to stay, the pair of them. If any of them, I thought Thiago would be the one to go, but actually, I think he's going to stay as well. So, which I'm happy about. But Fabinho and Henderson leaving, man, I can't wait for the here we goes. Like, I'm literally like, you know what I'm hoping? I'm hoping Fabrizio announces them together or something. Or like Joyce announces them together. So, you know, like, let's say Fabrizio tweets like John Henderson to Al Ettifaq and Fabinho to Al Ittihad, here we go. If he does them together, that might be one of my favorite ever moments in football. If you're not, honestly, like, I can't wait, bro. Like, until I see the here we goes, man. I've honestly, because like this last week has been a bit stressful, innit? Because 1 minute you think they're going, next minute you think that. To be fair, with Fabinho, as soon as the news came out about from Ornstein last, was it Thursday or Friday? I think it was Friday.
Friday.
I might be wrong though. Yeah. That they were going to put in a 40 mil bid for him. I knew then he was going in it. Like, I knew then Fabinho was going to go because there was no way the club were going to turn down 40 mil for him. But the Henderson's one's been a roller coaster, to be honest with you. It's like 1 minute you think he's going, next minute we might be staying, then he's going, then he's staying. I think apparently I've heard it's getting closer now, and they're getting closer to an agreement on a fee. And I do think he will leave because I don't think the club will look to keep him. I don't think they want to keep him because Klopp doesn't like keeping players who aren't 100% committed at the end of the day. I'm not saying if Henderson stayed like he down tools or anything. That's not what I'm saying. He is a good professional at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But you can't, you know, there has to be some doubt over whether he's 100% committed because the guy's asked to leave at the end of the day. Like, he went to Jurgen Klopp himself last Thursday or Friday, where that was it? I forgot what day. I said, I want to leave. I want to go to Saudi. You know, at the end of the day, and Klopp's giving him the green light, and I think he'll go in it. And I'm happy, man. I've wanted Henderson out for ages, man. Literally, I've wanted him out. I was saying for ages he'd be the first one I get rid of. And look, we're getting rid of him, man. And it's ruthlessness as well. And I have to big up my manager as well because I honestly thought he was good. When I heard Henderson was going to go for a meeting with Klopp, I was shitting myself that, you know, Klopp might just persuade him to stay, man. Literally. But now he came out that he gave him the green light to leave and said, now you're having reduced minutes if you stay next season. So I like that, man. So big him up. He seems like he might be becoming a bit more ruthless, which is good. And you know what's crazy? Fabinho out of the two is actually the one that pleases me the most out of the two, just because of the money we're getting for him as well. Because Henderson, we're only
40 M's is good business. Is good money.
I know, man.
Very good money.
Because Henderson, I think we only get 10 mil for him, innit? Like, I know the club want 20, but that's just being stupid, innit? Like, I don't think any club in their right mind should pay 20 for Jordan Henderson, innit? Like, let's be fair and reasonable, innit? Like, 10, fine, not 20, innit? But to get 40 mil for Fabinho, bro, like, there's a lot of our fans who are like really unhappy that he's going. I don't get it, man. Do these people realize how bad this guy was last season? He was awful.
It's not just about like, you know, him being bad. It's just like the fact that he's like your captain. He's won like.
No, I'm talking Fabinho, bro. I'm not talking Henderson.
I thought you were talking about Henderson. Fabinho. Oh.
I'm talking Henderson. No, I'd say a lot of Liverpool fans because Henderson, like, a lot of people wanted him. Obviously, there's top Reds who wanted to stay for sentimental reasons, and were coming up with like all these random excuses that included no footballing attributes on why they wanted to stay. Leadership experience, influence in the dressing room. Like, shut up, man. I ain't hearing any footballing attributes in there, man.
Jesus.
Literally.
Talk
Nah,
about
these
it, man.
guys are just
I agree.
stupid, man.
Nah, I
Like,
agree. You know
literally.
what, right? I 110% agree because them attributes only get mentioned first when the player is giving you nothing on the pitch.
Facts. And
Because when
literally,
people
like,
talk about, I don't know, let's say, I'm trying to think of a player. Like Mo Salah, for instance. Mo Salah gives you what you're talking about. But when we
Yeah.
talk about Mo Salah, we ain't talking about
you're
the
talking
leadership and
quality
his
on the pitch
experience.
as
We're talking
well.
about what he gives you on the pitch first, and then that second. We're going
Yeah,
carry on. I
facts.
do agree with you. I do
Yeah,
agree
because
with you.
I've been battling top Reds for ages, especially last week when all the Henderson news started to come out. I was battling these. I was fighting with these man on Twitter, bro. Like these, I was like saying they were telling me all these bullshit reasons. Oh, he needs to stay as well. He's our captain. You know, support the club, support the players, back the players. I was like, can you please tell me any footballing attributes on why we should keep Jordan Henderson? None of them mentioned anything to me. No
Yeah, I
footballing
hear you.
attributes
Not
at
football.
all.
Yeah.
Honestly, someone mentioned physicality to me. Like, sure, man, the guy can't run in it anymore. Like, I get you. Like, a couple of years, 2-3 years ago, fine, but like the guy's lost his legs now. So like, it's just stupid, bro. And it's like, oh, he can do the Milner role, bro. I would have rather kept James Milner to do the James Milner role, bro.
Milner is better in the Milner role than Jordan
He's
Henderson.
way better.
100%.
Yeah,
You know,
he is.
because like they
I agree
both
with
not
that.
got legs. Milner's actually a better footballer, and Milner's actually got a footballing brain. Henderson just causes chaos and hoofs it whenever he gets the ball, man. But like, yeah, Henderson, good, gone. Like, he's a Liverpool. In all seriousness, like, thanks. He's been a great servant for the club. I'll be honest. Like, I can't deny that he's a Liverpool legend, and anyone doubting that is just being too stupid and harsh in it. Like, he's without a doubt a Liverpool legend. Like, he was captain of a team that ended our 30-year wait for a title, 6 European Cup, won everything as captain. So he's a Liverpool legend without doubt. So like, and I don't even blame him for leaving. Who the fuck is turning down those wages, bro? Like, honestly, who in their right mind is turning down that? And look, people talk about the morals and what he stood up for in the past. Bro, that money's enough to make pretty much anyone lose their morals. Forget their morals, bro. Like, let's be real. That money, that people don't realize that money not only sets yourself up for life, that sets your family up for life. Do you know how big a thing that is for people?
Yeah,
imagine you have a chance
is.
to set your family up for life like that. You're taking it. Obviously,
I think that's the aim for all of us. I think that's
exactly.
I would like to hope so, yeah.
Secure the family.
I'm not sure if he has kids or anything, but imagine knowing that you can set your kids up for life. Like that's a massive thing at the end of this. So I have no problem with him accepting that. You know what? If any of my big players like the Salahs and these guys, if they had an offer from Saudi, I wouldn't blame him for taking the money. I'll be real, I wouldn't. And they're players I really do not want to leave.
Yeah,
but
Bruno should have took the big bag, man. You know what I'm saying? Reports came out saying that the Saudi teams offered him big money. I was like, shit, the bag wasn't big enough, man. Should have offered him $1 million a week. Bruno Fernandes.
I heard about that, yeah.
Reportedly, it turned out big money from Saudi to stay. I'm like, yo, the money wasn't big enough. Should have offered him 1.5 million a week or something, man. Test his resolve, please.
Hey, this is the Man United captain, bro.
He's not been given the captaincy yet. Actually, that's up.
Hey, but
it's looking likely.
The expectation is
he'll get the captaincy. I said that. Hey, man, so that's 2 million because he's Manchester United captain. Then you know what I'm saying, hey, Saudi, your time. Do all you need to do, but go on.
To be fair, they could still come in for maybe a couple of years later.
Yeah, serious, please. I beg. Well, yeah, go on, Ryan. Carry on.
Yeah, and so fair play to Henderson. I have no, I don't begrudge him that at all. Like, go and earn that dough at the end of the day. Same with Fabinho, man. But with Fabinho, it is like, I just don't understand why a lot of these fans are like so intent on keeping him, and they think he can get back to the level he was. Like, bro, he can't, man. He was that bad last season, innit? Like, bro, he was
have bad players around him. That's what it is.
Yeah, like, why should we do that, innit? Like, why is it so necessary to put that many good players? Well, first it has to be a box midfield, and then we get legs around him. And even then, he won't get anywhere near to level good enough. People don't realize how he was so bad last season. He's got a shout for arguably being Henderson Gomez might have been worse, actually, to be fair. They were worse, but like he's close in it. Like he was that bad.
It was bad. Nah,
Like
that's
he
fair.
couldn't move. He literally couldn't move. He's a 29-year-old playing like a 60-year-old, bro. It's embarrassing. And people think this guy can still be good enough for where we want to go. Like, nah, man. Like, genuinely, he's not good enough anymore. And I don't see how people don't realize that. Genuinely, I think it's too much love for him at the end of the day, bro. And you know me, I've been on Fabinho's case from even before last season. I could see this decline coming. I was seeing it from even the season we won the quad. I was seeing Fabinho
No, the season
wasn't.
you went for the quad. Don't do that.
What did I say again?
You said the season you won the quad. Don't try that.
I didn't
You ain't
say that.
slick. That's a swear down. That's what you said. Rewind it. That's what you said. You said the season we won
I'll
the
watch
quad.
it back after, but I didn't say
Yeah.
that. I said I
The
would.
chat will tell you. I'm telling you.
If I said
Why am I
that, then
gonna
yeah,
lie?
season we were going for the quad.
Hey,
But
I get it, man. It was a hell of a dream, man. I understand, man. I know it's
I'm
still
sure I
pains you,
didn't
man.
say
It's
that. I'm
okay.
gonna watch that after.
Watch it back. You can literally watch it back and pull it back. 100%. The chat will tell you. Ahmed will tell you. You know what I'm saying? Jazz, if you was listening, that's what you said. I swear down.
That season was vibes, man. But still,
You know, we
yeah,
was
like
there. We
Fabinho.
watched it. Go
But
on.
even like I said, Fabinho, even that season, I was saying to you, bro, he's not looking like Fabinho from old, man. Like this summer, I was on his case then, man. So yeah, he needs to go, man. And I think to get 40 mil for him, we ain't ever getting 40 mil for him again. Like even if he stays in as a decent, we ain't getting 40 mil for him next summer. Like let's just be real. Like getting 40 mil for him is a steal right now, an absolute steal. Like if we'd have sold it for like 25, I would have been happy. But selling for 40. Nah, like you have to take that. And the club I think all the clubs are negotiating right now with Fabinho is the kind of payment structure of the £40 million bid. So installments, money up front, all that stuff. So they've got no like intention to reject that bid at the end of the day. It's just, making sure how much money you get up front, etc. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm so happy that deal's going through, man. And I think he's going to play under Nuno, actually. Jesse's guy Nuno, innit? That's the manager of the Saudi
No,
club.
I don't think he got. I don't think he goes to the team that Firmino is. I think because
No,
apparently.
it's to Al Ittihad that Fabinho's going to, and apparently that's Nuno's team.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's Nuno's team. Yeah, bro. He's building a super team, bro. Him, Kante, Benzema. Come on, bro.
Super
Is
team,
it
man.
Benzema's
Super
team?
Huh?
Is it Benzema's
Keep
team?
going, one
he's
sec.
going
Yeah,
to?
it's Benzema's teams. Yeah,
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, that is slowly becoming a good team on paper, to
they
be
bought
fair.
Jota as well. That's like a winger.
Oh, the Celtic Jota, yeah.
Yeah, they bought him. Nah, they're building a super team. Nuno's winning the Champions League though.
Nah, but like, I think which team's Firmino gone to again? What was the team called again? I forgot.
I don't know the team's name again.
Al Ittihad, I think. Al Ittihad.
Because I think they're in for Mane as well. Like, if they get Mane, yeah, no doubt they go for Salah next summer and reunite the three, man. I'd actually watch their games if that happened. Like, literally, I'm watching every game for them. If they reunite that front three together, bro, that might actually be special.
Trying to say, do you really think Salah's gonna fall off a cliff to go to Saudi, but already by next season?
I think he goes to Saudi eventually. They'll do
I don't
everything they
agree.
can. No, I'm not sure if he goes like next summer. He won't go this summer. Like he stays this summer. But I could see him going next summer because, bro, what you have to remember, they're going to do everything they can to get Mo Salah. He's the most high-profile Arab player at the end of the day. They'll do everything they can to get him. Like, so I don't. He won't go this summer though. I think next summer he could go. To be honest with you, but yeah, man. To get 50 mil for both Fabinho and Henderson, I think is fantastic business. To be honest with you, and then you clear 320k off the wage bill from those two as well, because I think Fabinho's on 180k and Henderson's on 140k. So like that's a lot of wages cleared up, and then that 50 mil. Like the thing is, I think as soon as this is my opinion, I think as soon as Fabinho's sale goes through, I think we're going for Lavia then and actually putting a bid for him. Because we got the money to try to literally go and do that then. Because I think they want to sell him for 50 mil, but I still don't think he'll go for 50 mil, to be honest. I think he goes for about 40, 45. And Liverpool have the money then to just slap that down to Southampton and say, give him what's in it. From the Fabinho and Henderson, Fabinho sale in particular, then the Henderson's little 10 million on top. So, yeah, that's what I think happens. I think it's about reinvesting the money right at the end of the day. And I think we probably do need two midfielders, now, like, because I think we were planning one before Fabinho, the news about Fabinho. Henderson doesn't need to be replaced, to be honest, because he's shit. But like literally, like Fabinho. No, because he's just useless.
Even though he's useless, you still need to replace us. You still need to replace him as a player. You know what I'm saying?
No, but
Like,
I
you
think
still
we
have
were
to
gonna
replace him.
buy a midfielder before the news about those two came out. We were gonna buy one anyway, but now the both of them are going. I think we need another one in it. I think we do, to be honest. I think Lavia will be one. I don't know who the other would be, to be
Anyway,
honest with you.
fucking sign Lavia, man. Piss take.
Yeah, I do think we do, to be honest. There is a risk with that about going in with a 19-year-old as your regular DM for the season, but I'd much rather have him over Fabinho. I'll be honest with you. So,
Large up everyone that's tapped in. Just under 90 of you lot. Big up Lewis. We're gonna get to the question you've asked in regards to the Ronaldo comments. Big up Warrior J. He's dropped the links. He dropped the comments. Ronaldo's comments in the comment section. But yo, there's just under 90 of you lot in the building. Only at 36 likes. Hey, likes way too low. Like check 1212. When you enter the city of sarcasm, people pay the tax, which is hit the like button and subscribe. So let's get us up to 50 likes because we're only at 36 likes. So let's get up to 50 likes and hit that subscribe button. We're at 7,236. We're looking for 4 more subscribers. There's now over 90 of you lot in the building. I know there's at least 4 people who have not subscribed. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and check out the upcoming live stream schedule as well. And don't forget, subscribe to Ahmed's channel. Link is in the pinned comment, people, as well. But like I was saying, large up to Lewis, who says big up the man them. Love to Lewis every single time. Says anyone see that man put the what do you say, Criminaldo comment. So Ronaldo said here, my decision to join Saudi Arabia was 100% crucial to bring in new top players. It's a fact. When I joined Juventus, Serie A was dead, and then after I signed, it was revived. He went on to say as well, they criticized, they criticized me for coming to the Saudi League, but what happened now? I opened the way, and now all the players are coming here. In 1 year, more and more top players will come to Saudi Arabia. In a year, Saudi will overtake the Turkish League and the Dutch League. Don't know why I mentioned the Turkish League. I don't get that. Because no one's ever waxed lyrical about Fenerbahce or Besiktas. Or like let's not do this, or even the team we got beat by, which was it Istanbul, like them, like what we talking about here? Like let's not do this. Don't know why you mentioned the Turkish team. In regards to Saudi Arabia, Ronaldo, you are influential. That is 110% fact. Whatever league you go to, you are going to raise the profile of said league, and more players are going to want to go. But let's not act like players are going Saudi Arabia because Ronaldo's there. It's that big bag. You know what I'm saying? Because if they offered me the big bag, I'd be over there. You know what I'm saying? What are we talking about? 110%. Without doubt, what are we talking about? You wasn't the influence of this. No. And what top players at the top of the game are going there? Saudi, you're signing cast-offs. Fabinho, Henderson, Koulibaly. Who else did Chelsea sell there? Lukaku's been linked there. Anytime, you notice that. It doesn't matter. I support United. You got Kante's there. You got Ahmed, who's Chelsea. You got Ryan, who's Liverpool. You got Spurs. You got Jesus Spurs. Every time one of us talks about wanting to get rid of a player of our club, we always say, yeah, let him go Saudi. We've all said that. That's just a common thing. That's a common theme. But like, yo, send him to Saudi. Ryan said it about Henderson and Fabinho. Ahmed said it consistently about Lukaku. I've mentioned it in regards to Oliver, Maguire, Fred, McTominay, whoever. Send him to Saudi. Jez is definitely, even sending him there. He's looking to send man to the fucking gulag. But you understand my point. So let's not do that.
Hey, all I'm saying is. And the thing is, I call them
players who are either over the hill or not good, the likes, or can't make it at the top level. Like that's what it is. Or players coming to a close. Yeah, go on, James.
It's very ironic because literally all these comments coming out a day after Messi signed for the MLS officially. It's very ironic, but I'm not gonna go,
man. Honestly, no, I'm gonna go there.
Before you go though, I'm not gonna go there. I'll let you go. But all I'm saying is, nobody is like he's like LeBron James. He's an attention-seeking hoe. He lost the attention, bro. He lost the attention. That's why I called him Ronaldo. Like it is what it is. Like the guy just lost attention. And let's be honest, bro. If Bayern Munich or Real Madrid would have came in for him, he would have never gone Saudi.
Yeah. That's what the myth is when he said it. There was also another comment and it said, "Oh, I've closed the door on European football." No, nobody in Europe wanted you. Nobody in Europe, like, let's not
no. You didn't finish the quote for us. No one wants to Europe. He goes, yeah. No one wants to be in Europe. Yeah, what's it called? The only league that's good in Europe. The European leagues are all dead except for the Premier League. That's what he said.
Warrior
Literally.
Jaden add the rest of that, but that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
But
yeah.
carry on. Go on.
Listen,
Carry on.
man. This brother, man. This love subliminals. You know what I'm saying? This is not even like. This is not even like a. It's not even. What's it called? What's it? The Jordan beat. This is not a rival anymore. He's won on you, bro. He's won. Like, let it go, big man. And then what's crazy is that the guys that are going to Saudi Arabia, barring Ruben Neves and arguably Sekou Onana, like, who else is going there? That's top of the top. Kante injury prone. You're about to get Hakim Ziyech washed. Literally, like they got like Firmino cooked. Like they're getting Mane, someone that's apparently lost his legs cooked. Like they're getting so many man that are like washed and cooked. Like what are we doing here, man? Bro, if the Dutch league actually went to face you, man, they would beat you guys comfortably. Like,
you know what the ironic part? You know what the ironic part is? Yeah, Celta Vigo in the Spanish division, they beat them 5-0 in the friendly today, and all Brozovic, Ronaldo was captain today.
Oh, and he got pack 5.
Yes,
5, bro, against Celta Vigo, bro. Tell me yourself. I dare man in the chat. Tell me one Celta Vigo goal without group. Sweet Celta Vigo player outside from Gabri Vega. I dare you, man, to tell me one player.
I got Aspas right
and I
there.
don't even rate
Cash
Gabby
money.
Vega.
I knew I had one always. Even my 85 rating. My striker still. But no, I just want to say, just to, like, continue on my Ronaldo run. Listen, bro, can you just let it go, big man? Like, listen, at the end of the day, no one wants you anymore. Like, it just seems like, he's like that. He's like the crazy guy, that used to be, everyone used to know, about in the hood, back in the day. He used to be the drug dealer, the top guy, the top don. Now he's just some guy on the street, homeless, talking nonsense.
In high school, you know what I'm saying? In high school, you was the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you? Like, that's what it is.
Bro, that's what it's people like these days, man.
Now we're in college and uni and grown life, and you're just not it anymore. And it's sad to see him going out like this.
Bro,
you don't need to take shots. You're Cristiano Ronaldo. You're one of the greatest players of all time. You've won it all. You don't have anything to prove to anyone. You're just not it now, man. Nobody stays on top of their game forever, man. 5 times undefeated. Messi's just gone MLS and gone quietly. Don't say too much. Messi's just gone like, my God.
Bro, the guy, you know what he's saying? Like, he's saying that the MLS here is not as strong as the Saudi league. I'm like, bro, we don't need to be doing these comparisons. Why? He's always making it out like, oh, look, the Saudi league, see that, man? That's real hoops. But then they're playing like, semi-pro football. That's good, bro. That's what he's making out like. He said, we playing the Premier League around here, and when we're here playing like what? The National Championship or something like that. League 2. Like,
the thing that kills me is like it's ironic, but he was taking shots at the MLS as well, saying how the Saudi league is a better league than the MLS. Okay, so you want to tell me, a Saudi league? You want to tell me, the Saudi league is better? Cool. So you want to tell me I have to choose between Shaqiri in 2023 or fucking Talisca? It's like, come on, bro. Like, it's mid versus mid. Nobody really cares about these two leagues.
It's
like
mid versus mid. The Saudi league and the MLS. And the Dutch league and the Turkish. What is even the Turkish league even called? We call it the Turkish league.
I'm trying to think. I've seen it.
I think it's called the Super League.
But we don't even call it that. At least the Dutch league occasionally will go, Eredivisie, or we'll say league and about French or La Liga or Serie A. We don't even call it the Turkish league by name. We just call it the Turkish league.
I'm sure I've seen the name, bro. I'm trying to.
We just call it the Turkish league. Like,
why the Turkish league?
Why the Turkish league pissed him off? There's someone like the Turkish league who's trying to take a shot because that's random. Where's that even in the coefficient? Is it
you getting those Galatasaray?
No, I don't think. Actually, I'm trying to think.
I mean,
I can tell you for a fact they're not in the top 10 or top. I don't even think they're in the top 13.
Bro,
did he take the shot at the Eredivisie? Because that's where Ten Hag's from. Is that what it is?
It's called. I was right. I was right. Yeah. I was right. It's called the Super League. But with all the LIG, with all the rest. Yeah. But bro, I don't know. Like I said, that's why I call him Ronaldo. Always crying. Like,
it's crazy.
It's
what happened to he's not even taking Slovenia was like the Belgian leagues, like right. So like
he did say here in a year. See, Cristiano Ronaldo in 1 year, more and more top players will come to Saudi. In a year, Saudi Saudi league will overtake Turkish league and Dutch league. Players who arrive aren't like what the president of European Union said. Jota and Ruben Neves are young players. Yeah, but there's Jota and Ruben Neves. One came from Celtics and one came from Wolves.
Bro, what was playing at Celtic? Like, what are we doing? They want to play in the Scottish League. Like, what are we doing here? Like, why are we lying to ourselves, bro? Like, what's his name? Ruben Neves literally said, yeah, in his leaving statement, and like, quotes that came out today. Oh, I am doing this for the bag. I am doing this for the bag. I'm doing this for generational wealth. What is going on, man?
This quote killed me the most, to be honest. They criticized me for coming to Saudi League, but what happened now? I opened the way, and now all the players are coming. I was saying, like, what do you mean? Like, you say, like, yo, I'm Don Robbie of the social media thing from like, bro, I don't know.
Yo, man's just doing his own PR as well. You gotta kind of respect.
Yeah, and you don't need to. Yo, Cristiano Ronaldo, you have the most Instagram followers of every celebrity. Like, you don't like wherever Cristiano goes. To anyone. Like, he's right when he says wherever Cristiano Ronaldo goes, he generates high interest. That's a fact. I've never heard anybody doubt that. Why are you still trying to cling on to it? And Lewis, this is a valid point. I know the Ronaldo stands that was trying to go at me about this. You man are quiet now. You man are quiet. You know what I'm saying? When I was like, I didn't want you. This is the guy you man wanted leading the line for us to go win Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues. Now man's out in Saudi Arabia and he can't even do the business out there. Like, what we doing? Man went from European clubs want me to see what I did for Saudi Arabia. Facts.
This guy lost to Odion Igalo. Saudi, bro. What are you doing, man?
Yeah, my manager Nuno beat him to a title race. All I'm saying here, he joined them. He joined them when they were top of the table too.
Look at this. Yeah, like Turkey at like 12. I don't know if this is the right thing. I'm on the UEFA like coefficients, and
they're probably 12. Yeah,
that's correct. Yeah, because that's
England, coefficient. Spain, Germany, Italy, France. That's your top 5. Then you got Netherlands 6, Portugal. Hey, no, it's how you didn't mention Portugal. You know what I'm saying? Even though the Netherlands is above it.
If he starts at Taruno to his hometown, he's gonna get violated.
Yeah, they would have. What do you mean by that? What do you mean
what are you trying to say about our Super League? You know what I'm saying? Hey, what are you trying to say, man?
They knock his statue down over there if you did.
Yeah, man, he's so relaxed, yo. Like, it's just sad to see him going out like this. It's so sad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so sad to see. Like, you don't need to. Like, Cristiano Ronaldo, man. Like, you just can be secure in your own skin. You completed football. You're one of the greatest of all time. You're some people's GOATs. Like, you're one of the best. You win Champions Leagues, La Ligas, Serie A's, Premier Leagues, domestic cups in all those countries, and you won the Euros. Like, what more do you want? Like, and now you're here hyping up Saudi Arabia. Like, just let it go. It's sad, man. It's sad to see. It really, really is. But yeah, like I said, he didn't want to stay at Manchester United and be a part of it. He didn't want to be a squad player. Now you're out over there in Saudi Arabia. Like I said, all them top European clubs that was in for him. Very interesting. That being said, we'll go to you, Jed. Speaking of that, Spurs, United, Jacob said, he missed the United Spurs of America, said, I know you don't care, but Spurs play in 11 hours. So thoughts on like what's going on at Spurs? Anything new? Anything we missed?
Nah, obviously, yeah. Nothing really new, to be honest. Like, it's just been really quiet. Maybe they're just probably working behind. I'm guessing they're just working behind the scenes. They're trying to see. I'm not saying they're really doing it, but maybe there is an idea where they're working on both Tapsoba and Van der Ven to the point where like they maybe look at it and say, okay, we kind of have an idea now. If you can get both with just one end. So it's like I think they're just taking the time, and we are also in preseason anyways. So it's not like the players will be able to join us to come to Australia, wherever we're gonna be. So I think they're taking the time now, considering that we're not in England anymore. Yeah, other than that, to be honest, nothing really happened. Yeah, the preseason game is gonna be soon today. It's gonna be at the afternoon. I'm probably gonna be at the gym. I'm probably not gonna watch it. Like maybe stay updated and somebody tells me about it. But now, like I just want to see. To be honest, I'm not gonna take too much in account. I'm not gonna take too much in account to what I see in the starting 11. Like, and people, now I say only to people in the chat as well, which goes also for your teams as well. Don't overly take this preseason game serious, even if you take a bad result against a team that you don't think you should even lose, even if it's a preseason game. Yeah. You shouldn't take it really that serious. Like, it's really all about match fitness. What does the manager trying to do? Like, one is maybe you see something interesting that the manager plays a certain player in a certain position which you didn't thought he's going to play in. Like these type of stuff. And but you shouldn't take these preseason games serious. Like I'm really more focused about just transfers and just chilling in it. But yeah, like I agree with also Jacob as well in the comment of the last one with the Basuma. Like it looks like he has settled in very well this summer. Ironically, when Conte's gone, all I'm saying is here, like the vibes looking very good. Like the manager is letting the players express themselves. And I'm just happy that at least it looks like at the moment time everybody's happy, which is probably because Conte's gone. But in the same time, let's see how the season goes.
No, fairs. And further updates as well in regards to the Harry Kane situation as well. Anything new?
It's still the same situation with Bayern.
Cracking up, you know.
Yeah, it's still just
cracking up.
Funny enough, yesterday,
it's the Bayern manager. It's the Bayern. The Bayern.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of talking, but they just don't put the money up. This is what.
Yeah, I've seen someone say, what did he say? If you pull grass, it doesn't make it easier or some shit like that.
No, it's the other one which is like, we will be there. It's like, rah, he's doing the term references now. What's going on?
We will be there. Them on Twitter, man. Them got burner accounts.
With Bayern, I'm just like, yo, just pay up the money, bro. Like you can't lowball Daniel Levy. Like he's just taking the L if he has to. So for me, it's like just pay up the money if you really want the player, or do you want to go next season with Choupo-Moting up front? Like it's yours to decide. But obviously, last night obviously Di Marzio was talking about how PSG is very serious about getting an offer in for Kane, and obviously he was reporting how Javi Simmons could be a possible idea in the deal as well. But I said straight cap because I believe he's going to go Leipzig. I think he's going to go there on loan. So that's not going to happen. But then even then today, I saw a report from Matt Law saying that Kane is not interested in PSG, which I get. Like, that is not really the most healthiest club to go to right now. If I'm a footballer, like, of any sort of note. So, and considering as well, Mbappe could leave to summer because apparently this week they want to make the decision if he's going to stay on this week. So, we're gonna be
apparently he's meeting with Nasser Al Khalifi about his future. He's having his first.
Yeah, this week.
I heard he's having his first face-to-face meeting about this. Like, soon.
Yeah, there's gonna be this week. Yeah, apparently, like the decision is supposed to be like today. Not today, but this week. So we're probably gonna hear more about it from Fabrizio as well. So but like I said, it's been really quiet. Like even last time when we did the show on Saturday. I didn't really have much to say. We just don't have anything really going on right now. We just have the preseason kicking off for us, finally as well. Like we're playing the game now. So yeah, just chilling in it, and let's just hope actually we're getting some news this week because last week it was very quiet. It's just very annoying seeing all these Bayern rumors. You've seen all these Bayern Munich fans in Twitter. They're putting photoshops of Kane being in the prison in the Bayern. Like,
is that what they're on?
Yes. I'm like, bro, just pay up the money. Like, you know what the situation is like. If you really want the player, you can have. Like me, even today, I was saying, PSG. If you want Kane, you'll pay. And the funny thing is about PSG is, you know how they are as a club. They will pay the money, so it's not even an issue. But the issue is just that Kane convincing him to go to PSG, which I think we can't convince him. So it is what it is, to be honest. But actually, funny enough, talking about PSG, did you see the video of the president talking about Rashford?
No, what did he say? What did the president say?
He was talking about how top. Obviously, this was a year ago. This was in the summertime, but the video only resurfaced yesterday. But he was talking about how Rashford is a top player, and how obviously they were planning to talk to him because he had a year left at the time. And wanted to make sure, like, he was talking about how every European club would be wishing to have a player like Rashford on the left, if they don't have somebody who's better than them on that position. He was pretty much saying it out loud, like, yo, like he pretty much did the tampering, what they call the yeah, like really high praise. So the PSG thing was really shooting it, but obviously Rashford committed now to United.
To be expected, yeah, because if there's someone who's a replacement for Mbappe, it's Rashford. Talk about the same profile.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Talk about a goddamn same profile as those two, like without doubt. Like, so that makes sense. We have gone over 50 likes, just under 100 of you lot in here. So let's share this across the socials. Let's get over 100 people in here at 51 likes. Salute to you lot. Let's get up to 70 likes. Make sure you continue to hit that like button and subscribe as well, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well, people.
Hey, Jakes, I I don't know if you didn't listen. I said this was a video from a year ago. I literally just said that.
You
So I
literally
don't know.
did say that.
So maybe you are the slow person, but I'm not gonna go any further.
Oh my god.
Literally, he literally said that. That was a video. But yeah, we move. It is. And I'm sure Ryan subbed to Ahmed. I don't know what Black Diamond's going on about, but big up Black Diamond in the cut as well.
I
And
don't
that
even know
being
how
said,
to check, to be honest.
certain we not mentioned in the title as well. Well, part of it. Obviously, I get to the Onana to Manchester United being confirmed, but Manchester City negotiating for Gvardiol, who I think would be a very good player for them. Well, this just goes to show that all deals don't get done quickly. Like in regards to, I seen the Fabrizio Romano tweet and said they have agreed personal terms a month ago.
Time ago.
A month ago. Let that had been Manchester United, who had agreed personal terms with Gvardiol a month ago, and we still hadn't signed him. Everyone would be up in arms, set that place ablaze. No, like I say before, these deals take time, especially when you're dealing with clubs who are in positions of power. It's not like Gvardiol's in his last year. It's not like he's kicking up a fuss to leave, etc., etc. But
Yo, can I
like,
just
people
say,
need to relax. You're gone.
Diamond, I subbed to Ahmed's channel weeks ago.
Well, of course you did. Yeah,
Insane.
Black Diamond.
I don't even know what's going on. I'll be real.
He just tried to cause trouble, man.
I
You
think
know
I'm a
Black
mod on
Diamond's
Ahmed's channel. I
like-
think he made
Yeah,
me a
yeah,
mod.
he's a mod actually. I made you a mod.
I subscribed weeks ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. In regards
But make
to
sure
it,
if you haven't subscribe to Ahmed's channel.
subscribe to Ahmed's channel. Links in the title.
Put the
people.
link in the description just right
And the
now.
links
for
in
everyone.
the links in the chat, the links in the title, the links also underneath in the description. You have three different places to find the link, people. So the Bridge 258, go subscribe. But in regards to it, with the Gvardiol news, like this just goes to show that deals take time. As we're saying, it's like 100 million euros, I believe the quote was.
I think it's about 90 million quid. So
90
yeah,
million.
about
It's
100
like
million,
90, yeah.
100 million euros, I think it was. But they
Yeah,
want
it
as
would
much
make
up front, I think. So yeah.
I
That's a
thought
deal.
they
And
just
we know
want.
City will walk away as well. Yeah, go on, Jess. Go on.
No, I said this before. I actually think City. I don't know how they eventually what the final fee is going to be, but I think City is going to try to pay that. Actually, I think
You're gonna pay them big money.
not because I think they can't walk away. If they walk away, it wouldn't surprise me because it's not City that like usually tries to overspend on players. But I feel like it's a thing of Pep just won literally the treble, and from what I read, this is the priority signing. Like this is more than getting this replacement for Gundogan. This is more than getting a replacement for Walker. Like this is the number one target. So I feel like City would be willing to pay the money. It's more about like how they structure the deal, how much they're going to pay over the years, and all things and that. Which again, it's a big fee. Like if they pay that money, he's going to be the most expensive centre back of all time. So it's not a deal that's just going to be like, yeah, fuck it, we're going to get it done in a week. Like most deals that cost that much usually take that much, unless you're desperate and just pay that money. And like, unless you're desperate, but City is not that desperate. Like, if they really want to, they can definitely walk away. But I think they're just taking the time with it. We're also looking for other positions in the meantime. But
Yeah, because they're busy with players who want to leave as well. Like Walker wants to leave, Mahrez wants to leave.
Aaron wants to leave now as well. So I mean, Bernardo is not particularly forcing his move out, but
I think Bernardo wants to leave, but he's not like
he wants to leave, but he's not forcing. He's not
like
forcing
transfer
it.
request shit and all that. Like.
Yeah, and also Cancelo, they're trying to get a move as well. Like
I heard he's training with City at the moment.
he's like, yeah, of course, because he has to train, of course.
Yeah,
Like,
he must be training on
like,
his own or something though.
It's that Lukaku situation, Ryan. Like Aubameyang, Lukaku, and Ziyech are back in training, but they're but they're by themselves at Coventry.
Yeah. There's no way Pep will have Cancelo training with the rest of the team. No way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, like,
I'm surprised if consider that nothing's come in for him. Like considering the type
I
of
think
talent-
there's probably been interest. It's just about
I think
paying the
it's
fee
price
that
tag.
probably City want.
I don't know.
No,
I
I
think.
Yeah.
I just think for me, with Man City, obviously, there's still like this potential danger of losing Bernardo Silva. I'm not sure if that's going to materialize or not, or whenever it ever will. There's obviously Mahrez is now leaving. Kyle Walker's probably going to leave, but then
Gundogan's already gone.
Gundogan's already gone. So, but again, they're going to spend 100 million obviously on Gvardiol. Apparently, if Mahrez leaves, they're definitely going to go and look into the market for a winger. But knowing them, it'll probably be a winger they don't know about, or it's going to be a winger in another league. They won't do like a Premier League thing. It's very rare for them to do so anyway in general. So.
I know that City. Apart obviously, so I know the City have definitely names already in their names in the like City.
Yeah,
And there's a couple of wingers that already have in mind. They have already covered midfield. I think they just really want to just focus on the Gvardiol thing only, and just realizing that they just really want that 100 mil. They really want that guy in the team, and so it's like I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see what they gonna do this summer to replace certain players because they have to replace guys like that. They can't have Cole Palmer coming first off the bench like.
Yeah, and they definitely will. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Mahrez, they'll have a replacement in mind. Kyle Walker, obviously they got linked to Benjamin Pavard. Gvardiol, if Laporte leaves, if Bernardo Silva leaves, for example, they will. Gundogan left, and they brought in Kovacic as well. They'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? And that. Now, Paul, I was just commenting out. That's all. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, that's all. I was like, you know what? I've been pointing it off all day. I had the head wrap on, and I was like, you know what? Let me just comb this out with the Afro comb. That's what it is.
Yeah, man.
Mini throw right now. Yeah, that's all it was. I was like, yeah, let me comb this shit out rather than just leave it picky. We move. Hey, big up Eddie as well. You know what I'm saying every single time. Love to my guy Eddie. And Mahrez as well that we mentioned. We did hear that. I think Fabrizio did tweet about that as well in terms of his representatives want to speak with Saudi Arabia. But let's say it is 5 potential exits like Black Diamond. It could be for Manchester City. They'll be fine. Manchester City will be fine. I don't think they have any issue. It might actually
they run too well, man.
They run too well because people have spoken about them going again and how it's tough to go again in the Champions League after winning it and going to 4-peat. So go get players who have not done it. So if they go and get a Kovacic who they've got, if they go and get a Gvardiol who's not done that, whatever winger they get, if they go get a Pavard, people who are fresh, you know what I'm saying, hungry, like that's it. Like that's what you need to do is refresh. Yeah, go on.
Listen, man. Who's winning the league next season, guys?
City.
You have to say City.
Says.
Sorry?
Oh, did you hear Rigal
say
that?
What's it? He's gonna win the league this season.
Oh yeah, City. Oh yeah, I got City winning the league.
Yeah, listen, man. I told you, man, all before, Man City, bro. Like, listen, it doesn't matter what happens to them; they'll find a way to win the league. So, like, I'm not that bothered, honestly. But go ahead, Ryan. Talk about like Gal's comment. I don't know what you said.
Oh no, I just asked you guys. Like, did you see the video?
I seen it.
What did you say?
I didn't see the video.
Shout out to Indiana because if I did that to a girl, I'd get accused of being a bad guy. But because it's Indiana, people ain't gonna talk about it. And shout out to Indiana because he's my guy. He know he was doing setting him up. Indiana said it on the clip. He said it on the clip.
He
said, "Yeah, I knew he was gonna go there."
Coming.
He knew, man. He know Indiana's a very, very intelligent guy. Like Indiana's very, very smart. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's been around the gal for long enough. Shout out to a gal, man. That's a gal for you. 100%. Of course, he knew what he was gonna do. Hear how he laughed. Hear the evil villain DC type laugh that was. He was like out of a Marvel film. You know what I'm saying? Like that was very much Indiana knew what he was doing.
Do you think Gal like genuinely believes it?
No, I don't think he genuinely believes. I think there's genuinely. I think. Let me say it this way. Let me clarify before. I think that he's definitely lying to an extent. Because if it was the other way around, he wouldn't. Let's say, for example, the whole Casemiro thing, how he came on here and said party's better than Casemiro. If Casemiro would have gone to,
I forgot about that.
Yes.
God, I forgot.
And if they signed Casemiro from Real Madrid, he would be talking about how they signed the best DM in the world. That's why I think that's why I don't believe he actually means everything that he says.
But the reason why I believe it is because of his bias. You're right, and you're not wrong in what you're saying. Just I'm talking about the biasness he has, though. His bias is why he believes that shit. Because shout out to Kiers. Is it Kiers? Or is it Kiers? I always get Kiers and KC mixed up all the time. Kiers who's on Big Six Man, shout out Big Six Man. Him talking about, what did he say? About, what was it? Rice being, Rice is being the best DM in the league or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that the same way he said Odegaard can do things on a football that Neymar can't. All right, okay. All right.
Listen, man. Listen, if that's a guy's opinion, that's his opinion, bro. At the end of the day, man. At the end of the day, bro. I'm just gonna listen. Listen, that's all I was saying to that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bro. Let's wait until the end of the season when reality kicks in, as I always say, man. Reality.
You know what I will say though? Let's say Arsenal, like, lose number 5. Let's say number 5 leaves Arsenal, and they don't get another midfielder. Their team, I would say, is probably worse than last season. Because if you think about this defensive, they brought Timber, who's a great addition in terms of a squad option. Like, I can't hate on that signing. That's a sick signing. Rice is obviously a very good signing, but their midfield of Odegaard, Rice, and Havertz on paper is way worse than last season because Xhaka's way better than Havertz, obviously. So you could, and they've got the same attack. So you could argue their team, unless they go and get another midfielder, obviously, to replace number 5, then fair enough. But like Havertz is going to start, by the way, for Arsenal. Let's just be real with that.
Yeah.
The guy was brought for 65 million. Apparently, he's on big wages as well. Like that guy's starting, man. Let's not act like he's.
Arteta already doesn't know where he's going to play.
He'll play midfield, bro. Like,
No. Arteta, no. Sorry, he said he don't know where he's best. That's it. Let me correct.
I don't think anyone does though.
Yeah, because he's just not very good.
I don't even think Havertz knows where he's best.
Havertz is just not very good. Like he just
Listen, man. He can play Kai Havertz whatever he wants. You know what I mean? That's not my problem. At the end of the day, if that hinders him, that's good for me. That's good for everyone else in the league. So, but the reality is, if you lose Kai Havertz and also if you lose Xhaka and Partey and you don't bring adequate replacements for them or any good suitable bench options, you're in trouble because who's the bench option basically for Havertz and
Fabio Vieira, isn't it?
No, Onana, and then Jorginho's the option. Jorginho's the option for Rice, right? But then already got Fabio Vieira, but are those guys suitable options for backups?
And to Fife, who says Havertz isn't starting, come on, Havertz is starting. You don't spend 65 million, pay big money for him to not start.
What is his wages actually? Because I've heard different numbers. Like,
yeah, but it's definitely going to be. It's definitely going to be. It's going to be way too much. It's way too much. All we know is it's way too much anyway. But now he's starting. There's no chance.
Arsenal fans can lie to themselves all they want. He's starting for Arsenal. Where he starts is the conversation. Is it as an 8?
I think it has to be as an 8 because he's not taking the place out of any of the front of their front three.
Bro?
Because it sounds ridiculous in the first place.
What happened?
Yeah, I think he's laughing at saying
Havertz in midfield, man. Like,
imagine that side of Havertz and Zinchenko on that one side. Oh,
Havertz, Zinchenko, Jorginho, if Rice gets injured, oh man, I can't wait. I've not looked forward to an Arsenal debut before, man. It's
listen,
man.
Listen, bro. I'm not gonna listen. At the end of the day, when it comes to Arsenal, when it comes to Arsenal Football Club, you know what I say? You know what I always say? I don't speak. I just look in it. I don't speak. I just look. I see the results for what it is.
But you know what I'll say as well? Like, you know what I'll say? Like, let's say number 5 leaves Arsenal. I've heard a lot of people like say, like criticize Liverpool in a way that, Liverpool, they might get off to a bad start because they got a whole new midfield. It needs time to gel as a unit. But you look at Arsenal, it'll be the exact same because like they've got 2 new midfielders going in and Odegaard, Odegaard has obviously been there, but he's not played with Rice or Havertz. None of those 3 have played with each other at the end of the day, so they're going to need time to gel. So it's like keep the same energy at the end of the day. Like Arsenal are going to need time to gel as well, and I think they're worse than last season.
And let's say hypothetically you don't start in midfield. Let's say he starts up top. That's terrible too.
That's
he's
terrible
much worse
as
than
well.
Jesus, which then takes away from Saka and Martinelli. Hey, Arsenal,
see this Arsenal pop. But you know the funny thing about it is because Arsenal fans trying to convince me Arteta is going to change the system where in possession they're going to be playing where he's going to be playing as like a second striker. Yeah. And then, second striker. So you just want to tell me he's playing second striker to Gabriel Jesus, who isn't a striker to begin with. So
2 second strikers.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, you're playing doubles. You're playing doubles. Second strikers, like
you're playing 3 times basically.
This is what I'm trying to say.
Man. Listen,
like I said, it's their issue. It's the issue.
Listen, don't speak. Just watch. Our eyes will show you the results. We know the answers.
Yeah, of course. Don't worry. I'm gonna speak beforehand. I'm gonna speak during and speak after. You know what I'm saying?
No. For me, it's always sweeter to speak afterwards, isn't it? Because you already know what is gonna happen beforehand. Yeah. So why?
Well, it's just the reason why I'm talking about it because I want to see the Arsenal fans defending it beforehand. Because then when it goes wrong, it's gonna be brilliant. I already said it. I said it. Shout out to Troops. I said it on his podcast. I said the first Troops fan cam when he criticizes Kai Havertz is gonna hit like crack. I can't wait.
I can't lie, man. This stuff at you what's it called, Arsenal is too overtly positive, man. I saw like it's too much positivity. Sometimes, yes, I can get your team is doing well, everything, but you have to also be willing to criticize your club when the decisions that are made that are not good decisions. You know what I mean? There has to be a balance, and like especially with Arsenal, I always say this.
Like a good midfield, man. A
Yeah,
balance. And
like
Arsenal's isn't with
exactly,
Havertz,
man.
innit? But we move,
Like
go.
post Wenger, like I understand like the Wenger era, and like even to an extent, even the Emery era, there was like a lot of toxicity that was going on and stuff. But guys, at some point, guys, you have to also be there needs to be some level of like criticism, negativity is also needed. It can't just be all sunshine and rainbows.
But you know what it is? That's Arsenal fans being so desperate to winning a major trophy, where like you know what, they're fine. No, see all Liverpool fans. Some of them are fine, but majority of the Liverpool fans I see, they want to actually win the Premier League. They don't want to be second all the time and shit.
Yes.
They are fine at this moment in time being second because they have been so shit and so mediocre over the years, where like it got into a point where they really love being second and just play full football. And like if they would have finished second, but the football wasn't as attractive, I'm telling you, like I thought I wouldn't get that much love from the Arsenal fans.
Be interesting to see how they handle Prem and Champions League next season. That's going to be interesting to see.
Hey, I want him to get Bayern, man.
I haven't.
Let's run it back, man. Hey, football in universe.
Run it back. Football
if Arsenal
heritage.
make out of the group. Football heritage. Hey, we need
The 5-1.
Hey,
that
round of
5-1's
16.
heritage.
Arsenal Bayern Munich lineup. Please. You know what I'm saying? This
No,
is
you know what we need? You know what you need, man? We need the Arsenal. We need the Arsenal. What's it called? Real Madrid, man. You know what I mean? We need the full humbler. A full humbler, man. That's what I always say.
And Chikai here says Partey didn't travel with Arsenal for the USA tour. Thoughts Rice is good, but if they lose a backup, Arsenal will bottle it again. Yeah, losing Partey and signing Havertz is terrible business. I rate Timber, I rate Rice, both good signings, but that Havertz one.
Even Xhaka as well, because I know Xhaka ain't amazing or anything, but he's miles. Xhaka officially left. Yeah, he's officially gone to Bayern.
He's at Leverkusen now.
Yeah, but like he's way better than Havertz, and I think Xhaka as a squad player would have been all right for him. Like not as a start, but as a squad player, I think he could have been all right. But
I think he wanted to leave anyway. So
he definitely wanted to leave. I know that. But...
Hey, that Havertz Jorginho pivot with Odegaard, that midfield, I can't wait to see that shit. Fire. Let's see what else you lot are saying as well. Continue to get your final few questions in, people. We're going to close out in the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. Continue to bump up the likes, please, as well. Just under 100 of you lot in the building. Only at 57 likes. Like check 1212. Let's get up to 80 likes, people. Let's get up to 80 likes. Hit that like button and subscribe as well, because I know everybody watching right now has not hit the subscribe button. So you're clearly enjoying the content. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. It is rolled to 8,000 subscribers on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel. Looking for 4 more subs. So get us up to 7,240 people. We're at 7,236. 4 more subscribers. There's just under 100 of you lot in here. That's all we're asking for. And go follow the Sarcasm City TV Twitch as well, where you get even more Sarcasm City TV content, which is different from here. Mohammed says, Flawless, what's your ideal captain options? For me, it's Bruno, Leach, Varane, Casemiro. They'll be the 4. Whoever it is, I'm not really too fussed in regards to the captaincy, because Casemiro's going to be Casemiro, Varane's still going to lead, and Lisandro Martinez still going to lead. If I had my choice, I'd personally probably give the captaincy to Lisandro Martinez. But I'm hoping if Bruno does get the captaincy, that it helps him improve his game. I hope so. Maybe the extra responsibility can help him level up.
But he's been captain all season. Last season, really.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, he has been, but I'm talking about now he's officially him.
Like, officially club captain.
You're the club captain. You know what I'm saying? All the coin tosses, any all that stuff, like that's on you. So I'm hoping so. Do I think it'll make a difference to his game? No, but maybe him being captain 1-2, playing in a deeper role can improve him and improve his overall performances. I hope so. RSV, write your question again.
No, his question was that Arsenal will fall off next season. This Arsenal side reminded me of 2016-17 Tottenham, and later years they started falling off as other teams improved, but they did make it to UCL final with less money. I think that's something for Jez to answer, because obviously he knows that squad a lot better than us, I would say.
Well, what's this comment again?
He said that Arsenal will fall off.
I see it. Arsenal will fall off next season. His Arsenal side reminds me of 2016 Tottenham later years.
Yeah,
improved, but the other teams improved. No. See, the issue with our team is, definitely. I said this before, and I said this already before as well. That I think our team 16-17 was better than their team, 100%. Like
I agree.
It's not even for me. Like, and the funny thing about it is Arsenal fans maybe deny it. We finished on a higher point total tally than them. It's not in our season, so I think our team's definitely better than the Arsenal team last season. But even then, it depends all on the variables because people got to remember we went 2 summers without spending any money. So it's like the decline was always going to come. So if Arsenal keep contending and spending money, who knows what's going to happen? But at this moment in time, yeah, like, they're pretty much just they're just Tottenham. They're just doing a Tottenham, bro. But they're just Tottenham in red at this moment in time, which is ironic because both teams are in North London as well, which is very ironic. But yeah, I agree at this point. We didn't really fall off until 2019, like the second part of that season when we made the Champions League final. Like we were terrible, and before going into, we were still scamming results in the Champions League, but we were terrible in the league. So yeah,
didn't you like not win an away league game for like ages or something? I remember something like
the
that.
thing
Calendar, was that calendar year?
That calendar year. Oh, I don't even want to think about this season. I'll be honest. I don't like the Champions League final hurt me the most. Which is the funny part, but which is funny because we still finished in the Champions League spot, which kind of showed again the quality of the team. But if you only won the Champions League, man, I couldn't laughing about. See, the funny thing is, Arsenal fans could be. I don't give a fuck if they win the league. If Arsenal would win the league, like they don't have the trophy that we don't have. So, but nah, but it's disappointing. But it is what it is. Now there's a question from Jacob.
Go on, get to it.
Who is your captain for Spurs going forward? Ange says he hasn't made a choice yet, but hopefully it won't be Kane. I think if Kane stays, I think he's gonna get it. Me personally, I wouldn't like it because he's gonna leave on the free, but I think they're gonna give it to him anyways. But if I don't put Kane into the equation, there's not really too many guys that I give the captaincy to be honest. Like I don't look at really nobody who I want to get the captaincy. So it's like I look at it from the perspective of like just give it to probably a senior player. But then again, I just want somebody on the pitch. Like you don't like. I think Flo said many times before. Like you don't need to have the armor to show captain-like qualities. You can still be like Van Dijk was a leader for Liverpool. It still is, but he never really had the captaincy. It was Henderson's captain. So it's like for me, it's like I'm looking at it from that perspective. So I think if we don't put Kane into this perspective, I think Son is just gonna get it. He's gonna be like the face of the club. And then whoever's pray to whoever's the wise captain because who knows, man. If Dyer stays, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets wise captain because he is really respected within the dressing room. Like all the new players, even with all the time in the interviews, they always talk about how Dyer is helping them a lot, adjusting to the life at Tottenham. So I wouldn't even be surprised if he gets the wise captain. It's just his footballing ability, but then again. If he's 4th, 5th choice option, I don't really care. Like he's literally like Harry Maguire, but at Tottenham.
Yeah, he is. I love this young TT. Let me get to this. Hey, big up for the super chat, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, man. And I think you're new here, so young TT, good to have you here. He said this whole stream is a cesspool of Arsenal hate, laughing my ass off bare copium. Yeah, because we're so scared because you got Kai Havertz in your midfield. I'm just quaking in my boots because you got King Kai in your midfield. Right,
he don't know, man. He don't know, man.
He
don't know.
Don't know. You know what I'm saying? That you
the funny thing, I was
clearly only joined later after we stopped after we were discussing everything else.
I had Arsenal fans Arsenal fans have really bought themselves into this so much. But I even went to an Arsenal space and telling them, I don't understand how you guys are happy about this signing. I said, there are so many like, bro. I want Havertz to be playing in that midfield. I want him to play in that midfield. But I'm you know what I'm saying? But because I'm not really the most biased person in the board, I'm telling these man, I don't know why you guys paid the money for Havertz. Like you could have bought Caicedo. Like no, I mean like it's weird. It is so like it's no copium here. Like I don't give a fuck. Like if Havertz in the midfield, I think he could definitely be a reason why you're definitely not getting close to winning the league. You might finish in third. You might finish third because of that.
So yeah, I said bad copium like Arsenal are the big bad. What did you lot do last season?
Eamon finished second in style.
What did you lot do? That's why I don't understand. What did Arsenal do to be scared of?
Hey,
That's what I want to know. Hey,
95%.
young TT, let me know why we have to be scared of Arsenal. Like, what's going on? Why we get Arsenal? Hey, copying for what exactly? What are we gonna do? What are we supposed to be scared of? Hey, Eddie, I'm with you. Are we scared of second place? But young TT, big up for the super chat, man. Much
Yo,
appreciated.
can I ask Ahmed something?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Did you see that tweet that Felix Johnson posted about Colwill?
I wouldn't take that to be fully reliable.
No, I'm telling you, I think that's true. You know.
Go on, what was the tweet? Actually, before you carry on,
that...
hey, carry on 1 sec. Hey, in the chat, let us know somebody put the tweet in the comment section, please. Yeah, go on, carry on.
I think it's true, because it makes all sense. Because he said that Jurgen Klopp's basically spoken to Levi Colwill on the phone directly, and Chelsea are unhappy with Liverpool and Brighton's persistence over Levi Colwill, and maybe considering reporting Liverpool to the FA for like. I think for that, I do think it's true. Like, I do think Jurgen Klopp has spoken to Levi Colwill, because I do think Liverpool have definitely spoken to Levi Colwill's camp, put it that way, because they always do. They'll always look to kind of get the player on side first. And I've got my own opinion on it. I do think, and they'll always try and get Jurgen Klopp to speak to the player to try and persuade him as well. I do think Jurgen Klopp definitely has spoken to him. I'm not even saying Levi Colwill's going to join Liverpool or wants to join Liverpool. All I'm saying is that, and I know this from how Liverpool act, Liverpool would still, Levi Colwill still is easily Liverpool's number one centre-back target. I haven't seen Liverpool this persistent over a player since Van Dijk, I'll be honest with you. Like, I haven't seen it. Like, this is serious, like, desperation for a single player. Like, I haven't seen it since Virgil. So I don't think we'll get him. I think he'll stay at Chelsea. But all I'm saying is that Liverpool still wouldn't have this interest in Levi Colwill if he hadn't shown a positive sign to them in conversations. Do you get what I mean? Like, maybe shown if he'd have shown that he wasn't open to a move to Liverpool in some way, Liverpool would have pulled out of interest in it. So I'm saying that I do think Levi Colwill probably has hinted to Liverpool that he might be open to a move, but that's not me saying he'll join. I still don't think he'll join Liverpool.
No. I understand.
But that's just my opinion. I
do
do think from the way Liverpool act, if they'd have spoken to him, which they definitely have done, and he'd said, no, there's no way I'm joining Liverpool and stuff like that, Liverpool would have pulled out 100%. Like, I know how my club acts, like, genuinely.
You know what, man? I'll be extremely honest. I don't think he's gonna go to Liverpool. I do think tapping up. I do think obviously the tapping up thing, in general, like we do that all the time. I'm pretty sure other clubs do that all the time. Let's not all get that. We
did that with Van Dijk. That's why we had to wait 6 months for Van Dijk, because we were supposed to get him in the summer. Because Jurgen Klopp met up with him in Blackpool without Southampton's permission to persuade him to come, and then he got released and stuff in the press, and we had to pull out. Southampton threatened to report us, and we had to pull out and leave him for 6 months. Essentially,
you had to go school. Sorry.
Yeah, no, we had to.
Yeah,
we genuinely
I remember.
Southampton were going to report us.
That's why, tapping up usually happens like via the phone usually, innit? So unless when you're going to Mandan's places in Blackpool, it's a bit brazy. I'll be real.
Actually, I heard it was James Pearce's fault because he released the briefing early. So yeah. Since then,
enough.
James Pearce has never been a reliable journalist ever since then.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey. Can I say something on that? Go on. Finish off.
Yeah. But listen. At the end of the day, bro, sometimes you've got an agent that maybe is trying to sell you around, because obviously Chelsea, he knows Chelsea are trying to get. He's probably trying to get Chelsea to give him a bigger contract, a better value for money. So listen, I don't really care about that, man. At the end of the day, there's been nothing outright that has said that Cole wants to leave the football club, that he wants to personally leave the football club as well. I do understand from the school of thought that he hasn't been treated quite well under Tuchel. I get that. Tuchel was not that great to him, if you're being honest, and the ownership was kind of nice to him as well. But listen, I think it's going to be at the football club. It'll all be all right. And listen, I know a lot of people getting pissed about that. Liverpool tapping up Mandem. Listen, Chelsea, we do that all the time. And Brighton have already moved on to the Florentina defender Igor as their new.
Yeah, I've heard they've gone on to an alternative. Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, so literally, the Cole situation. If he was clearly talking, for example, like for Brighton, then it would have happened. But clearly he wasn't. So it's just
Yeah, that's our only chance of getting Levi Colwill is if he pushes for a move from Chelsea, which I don't think he does in it. So
Yeah.
that's why I don't think we'll get him. So because I don't think he'll push for a move, hand in a transfer request or anything like that. If he does, then I actually think Liverpool would pay the money because it's like I said, I've not seen Liverpool this desperate for a single player since Van Dijk, and look how much they paid for him. And they see Levi Colwill as the long-term Van Dijk replacement at the end of the day. So I actually think Liverpool would pay big for him, but I just don't think he pushes for the move, to be honest.
Oh yeah, I do.
But even then, I still feel like Liverpool can pay all the money that they want. Like it's not like went to Southampton, like they're going to Chelsea. Like Chelsea can be like, fuck it, we're not selling you. Like we're gonna keep you here for a year because we have the leverage in this situation. See how the situation turns out, and if you're still unhappy, then we sell you then with 2 years left on the deal. So it is what it is. But I need to address this real quick because. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? So that's one thing. So I see.
Yeah, I need to go now, but big up
Yeah,
you, man.
That's
big
it,
up,
bro.
big up.
Every single time.
What?
Big
Did
up.
did I do a madness or something happen?
No,
What did you
I'm
do?
looking this here because I missed it because I was in the afternoon took a nap, and so it was talking about how Chelsea have joined the race for Keisuke Goto, a 6'3" striker. Guess the age of him.
How old is he? 19, 20.
18, bro. 18, and hey, he's got 5 goals in 20 matches. Is this who you're gonna pair him up with? 21 Savage and Broya. Like, it's still, I don't know what's going on, fam, but like, you want taking this whole youth system thing to the next level. Like, you will be starting for Yuma next season. I'll be real. Like, I don't know who that is. But the second thing is, I saw that that picture that they took in the plane. I was looking through the picture. I was looking through the picture and looking at all these players. And you know what I was thinking? Who these niggas? Who are these niggas? Like, who are they? Who are they? Half of the team I don't recognize. Who are they?
You know what's crazy? Like a quarter of that team is not going to be even started, bro. Half a quarter of them are going to be on the bench. This is what I'm saying, man. But listen, at the end of the day, obviously Chelsea is going through like a rebuild. I understand that it's fair enough. Like a lot of the guys who've let it go have not been good enough for the football club. When you look at it for what it is, obviously I agree we need a new goalkeeper. I've already made that point fairly clear a lot of times. Obviously Caicedo, I hope it gets done this week. You know, I'm saying every week. I'm saying I hope it gets done this week. Apparently, there's definitely going to be going after a backup midfielder now. We have to go after a backup midfielder because it doesn't seem like Gallagher's on his way to West Ham. It seems like West Ham's he's been chatting up with West Ham. Moving on, backup 10, which is looking like Cherky is going to be the new backup 10. The striker situation, bro. I just say Allah knows, man. But I think I've said this before. I think it's just going to be Tony in January, bro. I'll be real. It's probably going to be Tony in January. The club, I think, are going to take that risk. If they don't take the risk, then maybe what? They're going to break the bank for Osimhen? Hell no. So, listen, man. At the end of the day, Chelsea Football Club, bro. I'm not gonna speak too much. I'm just gonna see what's happening and the guys we bring in, and then I'll make my judgment apparent from that.
I can't. It's more time. Do you see? Let's say you get Caicedo, Cherky, and who else did you say?
Cherky, backup midfielder, and a goalkeeper.
Okay, so if that's the case, do you actually see Chelsea finishing top 4? Because I don't trust their attack. Like, and Cuckoo at this moment in time is still unproven to me, and Sterling, who is he playing off? Nicholas Jackson, Broya, like, and Broya is coming off like a big injury as well. He's going to miss the preseason as well. So it's like, because I had these discussions before, and people, I don't like using last season's. I'm not a fan of using.
I think it's fair enough. I agree with what you're saying. I understand what you mean.
It's just for me. It's like I don't.
It's difficult, bro, man. It's difficult. Honestly, bro, I'll be honest with you, man. It's very difficult. A lot of this is I've said this to you before. A lot of this is gonna be heavy reliance, obviously, on Sterling. and by the way,
Nkunku.
Sterling and Nkuku like doing a carrying, and then you have to rely on the fact that Nicholas Jackson, if he is going to be the starter, Madueke, if he's going to be the other guy that's going to be starting, or Mudryk, that they really have like a breakout season where they start showing off their talent and like Poch is able to get the best out of them really. Because I think for me, if you're Chelsea Football Club, from a midfield standpoint, if you do get Caicedo and Enzo in your midfield, and then you have a suitable backup, so are good enough to be good enough backups. I think centre back wise and left back, right back, I'm not too concerned. That if you get a good goalkeeper in, it's not like that side of the pitch. I'm not worried about. For me,
Yeah, that's
it's
the thing.
the
Like, I
attack.
feel like I
Yeah,
don't think
yeah,
anybody, even outside from Chelsea's fan base, like I don't think nobody questions like you man trying to do the business for the midfield and
yeah.
defense. It's just the whole construction of the attack, and even I just
The
believe
part of, go
Poch
ahead.
can be as good as a coach as he can be, and you can have a good support system behind the attack. If all these attackers don't hit some sort of formula, it's not about. And for me, it's not about. It's not sometimes. It's not even about having somebody can score a lot of goals. It's about being able to win matches. Like you can't win.
It's fair enough, bro. Yeah,
It's like, for example, United. Big reason why they got top four is not because they had like a crazy goal scorer in their team in every position and all three sides. It's because Rashford, Anthony, maybe some of the attackers sometimes, or even defender, was able to win them a match with like a goal difference only. And obviously, their defense was a big reason of it as well. But you had match winners. And I don't look at none of the attackers up front who can be match winners for Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea can. No, sorry, Sterling can do it, but he hasn't shown it for Chelsea. So it's like that's a question mark. And Kunku is coming into a new team, new system, so he has to adjust. So that's a question mark. And we already know about all the other attackers already. Like Proyer, even when before the injury, yeah, he showed good signs, but
still
still,
raw talent.
he is extremely raw. And he even at Southampton, he played as a second striker with obviously two strikers up top. So now you're going to a team where you play one up top by yourself, lone striker. And then we talked about Modric, Madueke already. Like for me,
Yeah.
Human got way too many uncertainties up front, which is for
I've
me
said this
probably
before
good.
though, but I said
Yeah,
this. I said this to you before though, Jez. It's a lot of uncertainties, and the problem is Chelsea. They've tried the approach of signing, these high value players to be, 100 million pound strikers. These are
I
top
like Big Rob.
wingers. Whether it be like Ziyech, whether it be like Timo Werner, even though he's probably a striker, but even though we force him to play on the wing, you can even argue Havertz, and they've all not worked. So maybe starting from scratch, creating your own wingers is the approach that the club thinks is gonna work the best, essentially. But again, it's difficult, bro, because even if you do bring in like someone like a Turkey, even though I'm a high fan of his, he's a top player, right? If let's say Nkuku is forced to play the 9 and then he has to play the 10 position, is he going to then be even him? There's a question mark because he's coming from another league. It's going to be quite hard on him too, because then you're not even giving him a chance to develop because you're putting him in the deep end straight away. So it's uncomfortable situations, I think, when it comes to Chelsea in the attack, and it's going to be a lot of growing pains. But you have to hope the growing pains happen in the beginning phase of the they don't happen as badly, like where we can still nick a goal or two, where we can do as much as we can in the meantime. Like we can rely on Sterling, and then you just gotta hope. That's what I'm saying. Hope is a big thing this season. You gotta hope Mudryk finally comes to pass. You gotta hope that Madueke can find his feet and start doing some of the stuff that we've seen him start to do at PSV. Same with Nicholas Jackson, bro. Listen, you're basically getting a free reign as a Chelsea striker. We're telling you, here's the keys for 6 months. If you can hold those keys, drive the car up and down the road, no damage or everything, what I mean, you're all Gucci, man. You know what I'm saying? That's your key.
Well,
So it's what it is.
man.
What did I say, man? When we grew up, bro, I didn't even say anything stupid. I just said it's honest.
Love to everyone that's tuned in. Make sure you continue to support people. Hit the like button, subscribe, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back. Don't forget, we are available on audio-only platforms, but we've reset people, so there's a new SoundCloud. I'm going to drop the link in the chat again, so go follow the new SoundCloud at Sarcasm City TV. We will be back on Spotify, iTunes, and all the other audio platforms by the end of this week, people. So we'll be back up fully and running, and I'll make sure I post it. It'll be back underneath in the description, underneath live streams. I'll post it in comment section. I'll post it across all the socials, do a small video on it as well. Make sure you subscribe to At The Bridge, though, At The Bridge 258. what I'm saying? Ahmed's channel. Ahmed, let him know what you got coming up and all that good stuff.
So tomorrow I'll have like 2 videos out tomorrow. So tomorrow morning I'm gonna be recording actually now before I go to sleep. It'll be a nice little thing like top 5 players to watch for the Chelsea preseason tour with a new thumbnail. I'm planning to do right now. Nice little details I've been thinking up, and then obviously if there's more Chelsea transfer news, usual time 5 to 6 p.m. you'll get that as well. On Wednesday, you're gonna be having a double live stream actually. So you're going to be having the normal one live stream, which I do with all my other colleagues sometimes from Sarcasm City or Casually FC, where we discuss the latest Chelsea stuff. But then midnight, we will be doing the first Chelsea versus Wrexham, preseason game, just to see,
doing the watch along
for that one.
Okay. I'm saying, what time's that at? When's the watch
That's midnight. So that'll be
they're in America, that's why.
Yeah, in America.
What day?
Wednesday going to Thursday
Wednesday
night.
Okay, cool. Just to clarify for the people. Go on, carry on.
And that's pretty much what we're going to be doing. And then the rest of the week, same thing. I think Saturday going into Sunday is going to be Brighton actually. Chelsea is Brighton, fierce fixture. So you got to watch them for that too. Okay. And you can enjoy me, cussing out the Brighton fans for fun. Remind them they're little ants. And just finally, to Jason McNeil's point, enjoy your false hope.
Hey, enjoying Jason McNeil for the super chat as well, much appreciated. He said, "Enjoying your false hope for Chelsea, Ahmed." Go on, I'll let you respond. And big up my guy Rhino every single time. Go
on. The thing is, like, I didn't say false. Again, I didn't say there was hope for Chelsea. I said this is what the reality of the situation is. I didn't say I'm hopeful. I haven't said I'm not hopeful. At the end of the day, for me, as long as if it can work, let it work. But for me, as with Chelsea, I'm just on a wait and see approach. Let's see if this approach works for me. Because at the end of the day, we've tried other approaches and they failed miserably in attack, if you're being honest. So let's see if this approach works. It doesn't mean I have to be hopeful for the approach to work. I might not like it, but at the end of the day, this is what's happening, and we just have to move forward with it.
Yeah, man. Large up. Hey, Jason, big up for the super chat. Much appreciated, my guy.
Sorry, just quickly as well. I know I'm getting too much out of it, but I just think for me, at the end of the day, we can. I know that complaining is a big thing. A lot of the time we like to complain, we like to get angry about it. But at the end of the day, if the situation is what it is, I can't do anything by complaining about any further. It's really as simple as that.
Yes. And big up my guy Rhino. Make sure you subscribe to MG Rhino.
Big up Rhino, bro. Big up Rhino.
Says, hey, big up Flawless as always, Ahmed and Jess. Large up to Rhino. We are back today, people. Obviously, this is if you're in the UK time zone because it has gone midnight. 4:30 p.m. Man United podcast. So I'll be talking all things Manchester United, answering any questions you lot have. Then 8:30 p.m. we'll be live on the Twitch, people. Sarcasm City TV Twitch for the fan calling show. And that's open to anybody. So anyone who's got anything they want to get off their chest, doesn't matter who you support, doesn't matter what sporting topic you want to talk about, the floor is yours. Feel free to call in. That's the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. So you download the Twitch app for free. You sign up for free. The same way you watch and comment on YouTube, it's the exact same on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch, people. And then following that, back for the first crossover show of the week, the Manchester United Liverpool show. Man United meets the Analysis at Anfield show. So Man United podcast meets the Analysis at Anfield podcast. Saints not about, he's on holiday, but myself and Ram will be discussing all things Manchester United, all things Liverpool, and that's midnight. All the times I mentioned, the UK times, all the shows I just mentioned are on the upcoming live stream schedule. So Tuesday, that's just your schedule for Tuesday, but I've updated it all the way to Sunday, people. And you'll probably get some pro clubs in between on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch as well. Big up for everyone who's locked in. Big up all the regulars. Big up to all the new people.
Go ahead, Jez, what you gonna say, bro?
All that stuff. Yeah, go on, Jez.
Just want to also close some statement as well. Real quick, big up everyone. Also big up Rhino in the chat as well. Big up yourself as well. There's an obviously there's an Arsenal fan in the comments talking about West Ham's bigger than us. Bro, because they won the Conference League, mate. They won a trophy that you want. They have more European trophies than you, man. You should be looking. You should be looking in the mirror. And we have 2 trophies that they don't have in European football. So, and we have more trophies in general than West Ham. So please get your facts up. And no, I'm not a salty Tottenham fan against Arsenal. Like
you can Arsenal fan. Man just jumped in here.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Jay Rayson in the chat. Like all I'm saying is, at this moment in time, with Arteta, you just Tottenham in red. It's what it is, fam. Like if you don't like it, it's what it is. It's not a sold. It's not a sold thing. You are partners because you did the same shit. You man would
Yeah,
say the same
partners.
shit to us during that time, so I'm doing the same shit now too. So this is
People
what it
really
is.
came
Listen,
out of
man.
the
Listen.
woodwork
You know
just
what
to
they say.
hate,
You know what? You know what it is, man. You know, there's
Hey,
something
I
that
have the
water
same.
in North London. There's something that water in North London, bro. Because like, they're just the winner on that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Everywhere
telling
else,
you, yo, man, you know,
East London, West London, South London, bro. They winning somehow, bro. That's it. I don't know what's going on.
but they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. So like,
That's the
damn,
Facts.
they don't want to hear it.
Facts.
I'm willing to hear it, but
Hey,
That,
anyway,
that North
yeah,
London
big
water,
up everyone in the chat. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a good stream today.
great show as always. You can catch Doing the Most during the summer transfer window. People, we will be discussing all the transfers, and then once the Premier League's back, it will revert back to the Premier League show that it was during the season. Class evening again, lads. Big up to you all.
Big up Jason,
hey, big
bro.
up
Big up
Jason
Jason.
for the super chat, man. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Hope everyone else enjoyed the show as well. Continue to support in the manner in which you lot have. Much appreciated. And this has been Doing the Most live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.